What are the top 5 qualities you look for in a girl? How do you, okay, oh Lord. How do you create boundaries in general? How do you know whether you are ready for a relationship or not? How can we remove division in the youth?
Immediate allergic reaction.
Today, I'm very excited to be answering the questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram name is Frank Palacios Jr. The links are going to be down below, so that way the next time I do one of these type of videos, you could be a part of it. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to send me any type of question that you wanted me to answer. It could be about life, it could be about me, or it could even be advice on a situation that you're going through that you don't really know what to do. I can give you my advice. Again, this is my advice.
I do not think I am a therapist.
I'm just hoping that this advice could bless somebody out there, maybe, possibly, hopefully.
Not likely.
Not likely, maybe. Maybe, it probably will. So let's get straight into the questions. And also, if you guys hear some random voice in the background, that is my good friend Idana. She's helping me out with the camera. So let's get into this video. This question says, what's a life experience that changed how you thought of and saw the world? Oh man, there's...
Birth, really.
I have several answers to that, but
We just want one.
I don't want to say them because, to be honest, because a lot of the things that I'm thinking of are actually very dark moments in my life. And I'm not going to say them on this video, but what I do want to say is that some of the worst moments that I've gone through are the things that changed my life and helped me grow from. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't always mature. I didn't always handle things correctly. Sometimes I would just go into my cave and not talk to anybody for a month or two or whatever. But those experiences helped me grow. So what I would say is it's more about how you handle those experiences. One thing that I will say that I learned recently from an experience that I went through is, one, I can't depend on anyone for my happiness. I need to make myself one of my priorities and push myself to look for joy, look for happiness in different things in God. And not only that, but one thing that I've also learned through an experience is that not everyone thinks like you, not everyone was raised like you, and that's fine, but it kind of taught me to be compassionate with people. So again, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you exactly what those experiences are, but I will say the darkest, toughest moments I've gone through in life are the things that I learned from and I grew. So instead of being sad or complaining about a situation that you're going through, try to see what is something that you can learn out of this and just grow from it. So, next question.
So, moral of the story.
The moral of the story.
You're a grower, not a shower.
I have issues. This question says, how long does it take you to get your amazing hair perfectly styled?
Hold on. I need to fix the camera because your head just got 12 times bigger just because of that comment.
10 minutes. How do you know whether you are ready for a relationship or not? Or if they're the one? Okay, this is my answer every time someone asks me if I believe in the one. What I always say is, I believe that God has given us free will and He's given us a choice whether we want salvation or not. And I believe that salvation is the most important decision that we will ever make in our lives. So if God gives us free will in that, then He also gives you free will in who you want to marry. But if you do put God first, I do believe that God can bring you someone that will be a great match for you and a perfect balance for you. So that's my opinion on the one. How do you know whether or not you're ready to be in a relationship or not? You have to have a job or some type of plan, because being in a relationship is expensive. Like, you need some type of plan for the future of how you're going to provide for this person. Not only that, you have to be real with yourself. And if there's areas in you that needs to mature, then before dragging someone else into your life, take time for yourself and deal with those things. I do believe that the person that God has for you will help you, but save yourself so much headaches by focusing on yourself first and making sure you're financially stable, you're mature, you're ready, and then you can think about bringing someone else into your life. Jess, should...
Two broken people don't make a whole.
Two broken people don't make a whole. There you go. And age has somewhat something to do with it. Just be over 18, because if you're under 18, then I won't take you seriously. I'm sorry. You're just so young. You don't just focus on yourself. I love this question. What is your go-to karaoke song? I'm a sucker for Ed Sheeran. Any song from Ed Sheeran. Or my other go-to song is New York by Frank Sinatra, because once I start singing that, I'll get the whole room with me, and that's all I want. How do you create boundaries in general? Well,
it's a very broad question.
I think the simplest way that I can answer this is you have to know yourself and know what you're comfortable with. If you're in a position that makes you feel uncomfortable, then that's where you need to start putting boundaries. And it doesn't necessarily mean completely cutting someone off. It just means knowing how far you can go with someone, how much you can share with someone, how much of your time that you're going to be giving someone. You need to know what makes you feel comfortable, know yourself, and from there it'll be easier to see what type of boundaries are needed. Next question. Amen. All right, look. Oh, this question says, how can we remove division in the youth?
Immediate allergic reaction.
I am going to answer this question as best as I can and from the heart. I think...
No, we want it from the kidney.
From the kidney. I think division comes in different ways. Sometimes you can find it in your family, sometimes you can find it in church or in your workplace. And I think the best way to deal with division is with love. And I know it's such a answer, but I think that really is the thing that works. If you see someone that is maybe involved in that or whatever's going on, if you see different cliques going on, I think it's really, really important to just be an example first and show love, because at the end of the day, love for me is the thing that can remove all of that negative things that are sometimes in people. Be an example. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to react? And more than anything, just show love. And if you don't know what the fruits of the Spirit are, go check them out, because they will really, really show you what is love.
They're linked down below.
All the fruits of the Spirit are linked down below. Okay, this person says, what's your advice you would give your younger self?
Stay in school.
Stay in school. God, stay in school. That's it. Next. How are you so popular? I'm not. Next. Okay, this person asks, when and where was the first place that you preached? It's a good question.
Oh, I like this question.
I don't think I've ever talked about this before, but those of you that don't know me, I do go to church. I am a leader at King Jesus Ministries. All the links will be down below. And when I was 16 years old, I was invited to a church in Bogota, Colombia, called Ríos de Agua de Vida. And so, pastores, si están viendo esto, I definitely want to go back to your church. Whenever you guys want me, let me know and I will try to go. I'll make it happen for you guys. But that was an incredible experience for me. And to be honest, I don't know how I preached because my Spanish at 16 was awful. Like, awful.
Worse than your Spanish now.
Worse than my Spanish now. But somehow people receive stuff. Like, God was there and, you know, he did stuff and it was great. And it was really, really an incredible experience. So that was my first time at that church in Bogota, Colombia at the age of 16. Next question.
Stop yelling.
What's your favorite thing about your walk with God?
Full of surprises.
My favorite thing about my relationship with God
He always
is
knows
the
some.
same thing that I can't stand, which is that it's full of surprises. And sometimes I have to trust God blindly, even when I really, really don't want to. But at the end, it's always worth it. And one thing that I also really, really enjoy is the more I get to know God, the more I'm able to really see him as a dad, and that's what he is. The more I'm able to see myself as a son, and the more I'm able to see really how limitless God is. So yeah, trusting God is, and seeing everything that he does is the best and also the scariest, but it's always worth it. What are the top 5 qualities you look for in a girl?
Just top 5? Do you want to say like physical?
I don't even think I have 5. I think there's like 3, maybe. Okay.
Really?
So that she takes care of herself, and when I'm saying take care of herself, I don't necessarily mean physically, but I mean like that you take care of your hair, your skin, the way that you present yourself, because it shows that you take pride in who you are. It shows that you love yourself. It shows that you're confident, and that's what I like to see, someone that takes care of themselves and they walk in that confidence in who they are. So that's definitely one. The other thing is they have to be family oriented. Like, if my sister does not get along with you, then for me it's a wrap. Like, bye. And the other one I would say is, I mean, of course she has to have the same beliefs as I do, and she has to have a sense of humor. Like, in life sometimes you just gotta laugh. So I don't know how many qualities those are, but that's it. Next.
Wait, I feel like I want to ask you stuff.
Oh God.
What's your all-time favorite song?
I mean, I'm a sucker for love songs, but to be honest, like, I don't want to get all mushy, but one of my favorite songs is Here I Am to Worship. Just because, I know, but it's my favorite song because that's the song that was playing when I told God, like, I'm just gonna give you everything I have.
Oh.
I remember where I was, I remember who was singing, I remember the sound. I remember everything so perfectly when I hear that song.
What's your happy place?
My happy place? Oh my God, I'm gonna sound like a commercial, but I don't really have a happy place. My happy place is when I'm surrounded by the people that I love.
As he grits his
Sorry.
teeth.
Well, that's all the questions I'm going to be answering today. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so the next time I do a video like this, you can be a part of it as well. I hope you guys liked my answers. Hit the like button and maybe subscribe. I mean, if you want to, you don't, but I mean, if you want, just you could do it. It's okay. I'm actually going to put a button right here. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week.